Entrust your child's health to God now. An urgent call to faith. If you've come across this video, it wasn't by chance. There's a concern in your heart, a weight you may be carrying silently, thinking about your child's health, what the doctors have said, the tests, the symptoms, or even the fear of what might still happen. Today, God has brought you here for something very specific: to completely surrender this situation into His hands. Before we continue, please subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss any powerful prayers like this one, and like this video. Because when you do that, you help this message reach other parents who are also crying out for a miracle. Sometimes, your simple action can be the answer to someone's prayer. Take a deep breath now. Calm your heart. Even if you are tired, distressed, or without answers, stay until the end. Every word of this prayer was prepared to strengthen your faith and renew your hope, because God takes care of the children we entrust to Him. Stay with me, because we're going to talk about what God does when a mother or father decides to trust beyond fear. God hears the cry of parents. When a father or mother cries out for the health of their child, that cry rises to heaven in a different way. God knows the love you feel, the pain that grips your chest, and the sleepless nights filled with worry. He does not ignore any tears shed in prayer. Perhaps you're trying to be strong all the time, holding back tears, taking care of everything and everyone, but inside you feel like you're at your limit. God sees this. He knows your heart is weary, but He also knows that your faith is still alive, even though it's trembling. The Bible shows us that God has compassion for those who suffer, especially the little ones. He is a perfect Father, and no sincere request goes unnoticed by Him. Your prayer is not weak, even if your voice is low. If you believe this, write it in the comments. I place my child in God's hands. This simple act is a declaration of faith. Now you will understand why surrendering is not giving up, but trusting in God's supernatural power. To surrender is to trust in God's control. Entrusting your child's health to God doesn't mean abandoning care or ignoring doctors, but recognizing that there is a God above any diagnosis. It means saying, "Lord, I did what was within my reach, now I trust in you." Often, the greatest challenge is not the illness itself, but the fear of the future. What will happen? Will it get better? Will it get worse? God invites you today to rest in Him, because your child's future is neither lost nor out of control. When you surrender, something changes within you. The weight begins to lift from your shoulders, anxiety loses its power, and peace begins to enter, even before the answer arrives. This peace doesn't come from the situation. It comes from the presence of God. Enjoy this video now as a sign of faith. Every gesture you make here is a seed planted in trust. Let's talk about the power of prayer made with faith, even when everything seems impossible. The prayer that touches the impossible. There are prayers that are neither long nor beautiful, but they are sincere. They are the ones made with a broken heart, with tears in the eyes and faith in the heart. These prayers go straight to the throne of God. Perhaps you've prayed so many times that it seems like nothing has changed. But God never wastes a prayer. What seems like silence today is often God working behind the scenes, preparing something greater than you can imagine. Prayer doesn't just change the situation, it changes the person who prays. While you cry out for your child's health, God is also strengthening you, renewing your hope, and sustaining you emotionally. If this message resonates with you, share this video with someone who also needs to place a child in God's hands. Now let us declare healing and protection over your child's life in prayer. Prayer of surrender and protection. Lord God, at this moment, I place before you the life of my son. You know every detail of his body, every cell, every organ, every pain, every weakness. Nothing is hidden from your eyes. I now surrender all illness, all diagnosis, all worry, and all fear. May your powerful hand touch where I cannot touch. May your peace invade where anxiety has reigned. I declare protection, strength, and restoration. May the Lord renew my son's strength and bring rest to this family's heart. May all anguish be replaced by the hope that comes from heaven. If you believe, say it aloud or write it in the comments. I trust in God's care. To follow, you will understand how the faith of parents can sustain their child during difficult times. The faith that sustains us amidst the struggle. Even when your child doesn't understand what's happening, your faith can be a shield over their life. God uses the faith of parents to protect, strengthen, and keep their children safe. Perhaps your child is fragile, discouraged, or even afraid. But when you pray, something spiritual happens. The atmosphere changes. Fear gives way. Hope begins to grow. Do not underestimate the power of your intercession. Even when tired, even when crying, keep praying. God is listening to every word, even those you cannot speak. Let's talk about rest and peace, even before complete healing arrives. Resting in God in the process. God doesn't just want to heal your child's body. He also wants to care for their heart. You don't have to carry this worry alone. There is a God who watches over you while you sleep. Rest does not mean a lack of faith. On the contrary, it is proof of trust. It means saying, God, I trust that you are in control, even when I don't see it. Allow yourself to rest today. Breathe. Surrender again. God never tires of listening to you. Let's declare hope and a future for your child's life. Declaration of life and hope. I declare life over your child's life. I declare hope where there was fear, strength where there was weakness, and peace where there was anguish. God has a future prepared. No situation is greater than God's love. No illness is stronger than His power. Keep believing, even when the signs are not yet visible. Activate the notification bell now to continue receiving prayers like this every day. Let's talk about persevering until the answer comes. Persevere. God is never late. God is never late. His timing is perfect, even when our hearts are anxious. To persevere is to trust even when weariness sets in. Keep praying, keep believing, keep surrendering. Each day of faith is a step closer to the answer. Let's strengthen your faith for the difficult days ahead. Strength to not give up. You are not weak. You are tired. And God renews the strength of the weary. He sustains you when your strength runs out. If this prayer is strengthening you, like this video now and write in the comments, God is taking care of my son. Now let's make a final delivery into God's hands. Final delivery into God's hands. Lord, I completely place my son's health in your hands. I trust in your love, your care, and your faithfulness. May your will be done, which is good, perfect, and pleasing. Protect my son, sustain my faith, and renew my hope. I choose to trust, even without seeing, because I know the Lord is at work. If this prayer resonated with you, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and come back often. God is taking care of what you love most.